I'm Ranger Patrick Boyce, one of the park rangers here at Big Cypress National Preserve. One of the many reasons that people come to explore this incredible landscape, myself included, is to find one of the most popular and unique denizens of the swamp, the American alligator. Ever since human beings first settled in what is today the southeastern part of the United States more than 10,000 years ago, we have been fascinated by alligators. And over thousands of years, our culture has been influenced by living side by side with these relatives of the dinosaurs, and perhaps the closest approximation to the dragons of myth.
For Native Americans, alligators were the subject of many oral tales and traditions. Sometimes the alligator was portrayed as a patron of sustainable hunting, other times as a blundering foil for the trickster rabbit. More than 5 tribes had their own distinctive song or ceremonial dance associated with alligators, and the wearing of an alligator tooth around the neck was believed to protect one from the bite of a venomous snake. Aside from being a cornerstone of culture, alligators were also a practical food source for many tribes, the oldest known recipe for grilling alligator meat coming from 1591. The practice of traditional capture techniques, often called gator wrestling, continues today on many of Florida's Native American reservations and privately operated attractions around Big Cypress.
Alligators were described by Spanish explorers in 1513. They gave it the name El Lagarto, which simply means the lizard. Over time, El Lagarto became alligator.
With the arrival of European settlers and the introduction of firearms, North America's population of alligators began to decline drastically. Perceived as a nuisance, they were shot indiscriminately from riverboats, and their wetland habitats were rapidly drained to be converted into farmland. Sports hunting, egg harvesting, and the selling of baby alligators as pets also contributed to the species' overall decline. Although crocodilians have been roaming the earth for the past 250 million years, by the middle half of the 20th century, the American alligator's population had plummeted to such an extent that they were in need of legal protection. Between 1860 and 1970, more than 10 million alligators were killed. In 1973, they were among the first animals listed as endangered under the Endangered Species Act. Fortunately, changing attitudes and increased appreciation for the important role that alligators play in their environment helped rescue the resilient alligator. By 1987, alligators were declared fully recovered and became Florida's state reptile. As large carnivorous animals, alligators are unique in the United States in that they inhabit virtually the entirety of their historic range, whereas other large carnivores native to Florida, such as the Florida panther, black bear, and red wolf, are either facing severe habitat loss or are practically extirpated from the state. Today, approximately 1.5 million alligators reside within every single county in Florida. Their recovery makes them one of the most remarkable of American conservation success stories. Although elsewhere in Florida they may be legally hunted, alligators are still protected at Big Cypress National Preserve. However, just as Florida's alligator population has increased, so too has its human population. More than 1,000 people move here every day. Florida is now on track to become the 3rd highest populated state in the U.S. When alligators and people live next to one another with limited space for both, there can be the potential for conflict. Although alligators tend to fear humans, like all wild animals, they are unpredictable. Although seemingly sluggish on land, they can move quickly, and once in the water can outpace even the fastest human swimmer. With jaws able to exert a bite of over 2,000 pounds per square inch, more powerful even than a great white shark. One should never approach an alligator, and certainly never feed one, which is a violation of Florida law. Most attacks on humans have been linked back to an alligator that was either directly or indirectly fed by a person. Alligators can easily be viewed in front of the Oasis Visitor Center or on one of the park's several scenic drives.
I hope you enjoy your time at Big Cypress National Preserve and by getting up close and personal with some of our fascinating alligators. But please remember to recreate safely so that both human beings and wildlife may continue to share this incredible landscape.